I didn't have a realtor this entire time. Now, I did speak to a realtor. Her name was Kaya, but she ended up being my realtor on the house that we closed on. But I didn't have a realtor. I had nobody being my advocate. I was trying to do it all on my own because I was told by Ryan Home that I didn't need a realtor or whatever, and that I would have to pay for my own realtor. But come to find out, that's not how it works. Sometimes realtors have like a percentage or whatever, and usually new builders pay for the percentage that the realtor has or whatever. So like my realtor, the percentage might have been 4%. Well, the builders usually can go up to like 3%, and then you pay the additional, or your realtor might be nice and be like, you don't have to pay that. But so remember, I didn't have anybody advocating for me. It was just me, myself, and I, my boyfriend, and my kid. We're looking for a house. That's it, period, point blank. Back in December, I spoke to Kaya originally, and she gave me some good advice. I told her I was working on my credit though, and then I would reach out to her whenever my credit was where it needed to be. Now, mind you, I didn't reach out because I was already hesitant. I didn't want to waste her time. I wanted to be approved before I reached out to a realtor, because in my mind, the way I thought was like, I don't want to waste a realtor's time. Like, I'm not knowing that they advocate for you if you're in tight situations. I'm not knowing that they know so much more than what people limit them to. So let's get back to the story. So I ended up getting my money back from Ryan Home because I had reached out to the realtor, Kaya, and she gave me detailed advice on like what to do, and I was telling her my situation. And anyway, I ended up getting the money back or whatever. Once I got the money back, I reached out to her and I was like, okay, let's work. I'm working with you. I'm sorry for not even working with you from the beginning. I'm never going to do that to myself again. I don't know what made me think I could do that by myself. But the biggest mistake is not having a realtor from the beginning, nobody to advocate for you, because, baby, they put pressure on your neck. When you go to those new build houses and the construction sites, they be trying to get you to fill out an application right then, today, right now, so they can get you in the house. And realistically, that's not how it works. They literally give you the hope that you might be able to qualify by the time the house is built, but there's no guarantee. So they were going to build me a house on the hope that my credit score was maybe going to be at 680, and that just wasn't cool for me. Now, some people, that would have been probably okay, but with me, I need the closure to know that I am actually approved and I'm good to go. I don't want it to be closing day and I done packed up, we done ended our lease, and we have nowhere to go because y'all actually couldn't qualify me. So once I got my money back from that, my realtor started showing me, now I'm at a 680. Mind you, I'm at a 680. My realtor started showing me different houses or whatever. We're looking at different houses. We're getting an idea of like what we like. One thing I will mention, in between, like, okay, now remember Ryan Home told me that I had charge-offs. I had 3 charge-offs that was cheap. $100, like $150, stuff like that. I paid them, remember? Now, those charge-offs took about 45 days for them to come off my account, off my credit profile. I already had paid all the collections I had. So every collection I had was gone. My car was already paid off. Everything that was holding me back from my debt to income being too high, or from my credit score being poor, because the collections was reported every single month that I hadn't paid these companies. So it wasn't that the collections was just sitting. They was sitting and reporting that I still hadn't paid them. So now it's nothing on my credit profile but my credit card that's under 10%. Because now I realize if you keep it under 30, it gives you a good boost. But if you go under 10%, baby, the boost is even better. So I had about 45 days into it. I realized that my credit score by May was at 700. By May, we had already found a new construction property that we were looking at, the house that we did get. And we went out there and looked at it. We found it online or whatever. We went out there and looked at it. As soon as we seen it, I knew it was the one. Everything else should start working out really good. But it's a process with closing. So May, we found the house. We basically said, okay, we're gonna go ahead and go through with it. And we're like, how much do we have to put down? They're like $1,500. Okay, so we put down $1,500. That's just basically hold the property, hold the lot, basically saying that we're guaranteed. It's called earnest money. We're gonna close on it, like this is ours. So now I'm getting so excited. Everything is feeling so good. I was so stressed prior because obviously the Ryan Home situation, not knowing if I was approved or not, that was a lot mentally, and it was making me feel defeated. And I had came so long. Instead of, I should have looked at it as a path for my purpose, and just to be able to have a bigger story to tell other people. So if they ever feel down, Anyway, so keep going. But my realtor ended up sending me all this stuff, like motivational quotes and stuff, and it really uplifted me. It just let me know, like you really here, like you really doing everything you set your mind to do back in 2023. And yeah, that built the house is a local company. They were amazing, y'all. Oh my goodness. From the time that me and my realtor had a conversation with the lender approving me, the information that he requested from me, everything was just like amazing. His details was amazing. Like, he broke down step by step. I didn't receive this with any other lender. He literally wrote step by step to me and my realtor in email on what was next. He gave me a tool to be able to use so I can upload information at any time. He was just so descriptive. Like, I cannot describe like how descriptive he was. Going from people that just want to approve you and get you in a house, and going to somebody who is actually educational on their job and wants to help you and not just throw you in something, is a big difference. He is great at what he do. Even at closing day, I gave him his flowers because his attention to detail as a lender, it was amazing. And he explained everything to me because I seen a house in the community that I wanted. But he told me, like, with my income or whatever, he just felt like it would be best for me to get the house that was under $200,000 because I would be pushing it to the max of my income. And I'm glad I listened to him because also, like, I ended up getting in a car wreck and I needed a new car last year too. And if I would have pushed it to the max, I probably wouldn't have been in the position to be able to afford a car with my income and the mortgage on my DTI. So, I appreciate him for his knowledge. But my realtor was great. My lender was great. Closing day came really quick. I started posting on my TikTok or whatever on here and on YouTube about my countdown to closing day because I wanted to inspire people. I wanted to tell people, like, you know, you can do it, you can get there, and you just have to be really patient with yourself and just have some type of understanding of like what your goal is. Because I'm a biggest believer, like, I can do anything I set my mind to. I wanted to go to college, I did it. I wanted to purchase a house, I did that. Anything you want to do, you can do, but you have to give yourself the same like push you would give you other people around you. And also, I'm a solutionist, so I feel like any problem can be solved. But yeah, so we ended up closing July 2025, and by the time I closed in, I was at a 720 credit score. I think I paid down like $10,000 total with the house. That's including closing costs, down payment, everything. And the $1,500 that I had paid prior to that was a part of the $10,000. So technically I brought like $8,000 or something to closing. That was really it. And $10,000 really isn't a lot because most people have to put down a lot more than that. But yeah, I hope that helps somebody. And that is my story, how it went from a 400 to a 700 from December 2023 to July 2025 at the closing table.